Welcome to the Deep Dive. We're here to cut through all the noise and really get to the insights that matter. And today we're doing a deep dive into something, well, pretty vital. It touches everyone, what you actually say and do when an emergency hits. Our mission here is to equip you, our listener, with the clearest, most urgent English phrases.
Mm-hmm.
And the confidence to use them when it really, really counts. We're going to unpack the surprising kind of precision you need in these high-stakes moments.
Exactly. Yeah, and our core material for this deep dive, it comes from a really great resource, Emergency English. Speak clearly, save lives. And like you said, this isn't just about, language, it's about being prepared for those serious moments. Things like calling an ambulance, maybe reporting a fire or helping someone who's injured. You'll really learn how specific words, specific structures can cut through all that chaos.
Okay, so we're talking emergencies. But what actually defines one? What makes a tough situation to something needing that immediate, urgent action?
Right. Well, an emergency is basically any serious, unexpected, or dangerous situation that needs immediate action. Right now, it's more than just, an inconvenience. It's when safety is genuinely at risk.
Can you give us maybe a couple of vivid examples,
Yeah.
things that really highlight that immediate danger?
Sure. Think about a medical emergency, like someone suddenly collapsing
Mm.
or bleeding heavily, struggling to breathe. Or it could be a serious car accident, a fire spreading in a building, even a break-in at your home. The main takeaway for you, the listener, is this. If it feels urgent and someone's safety is clearly on the line, help is needed now. And in those moments, the real challenge is staying calm and using language that just cuts straight through any panic.
That distinction is so important, staying calm, using clear language.
Okay.
Let's dive right into a critical scenario then. Imagine you're in a park, it's busy, and bam, someone just collapses. How does that initial emergency call usually, unfold? What are the key communication bits?
Yeah. Well, in that first moment, the caller's urgency it's almost primal. They might just shout something like, "Hello, I need help. Someone has collapsed." In the park, it's just direct, urgent.
Right. And the operator on the other end, they have to somehow take that raw urgency and turn it into something actionable. What's their typical way of, getting control?
They'll usually come back with calm, very direct questions. Something like, okay, stay calm. Is the person conscious? Are they breathing? They need those vital signs immediately, not the whole story yet. And conscious just means, awake and aware. Unconscious is the opposite, not responding at all.
Okay, so the caller then has to switch gears fast from panic to, precise observation. What are they listening for? How do they relay that info clearly?
They need to report exactly what they see. So, no, he's not responding. He just fell and he's not waking up. Then maybe, yes, he's breathing, but it's very slow. That clarity, even under stress, is just so, so important.
And then comes the operator with those life-saving commands.
Yeah.
It's not just getting info anymore, it's directing action, right?
Exactly. Yeah. They'll start giving instructions. Don't move him. Keep checking his breathing. Help is on the way. Stay on the line. And then, what's your exact location? That imperative mood, those commands, they're so powerful because they're direct. No room for doubt. It focuses the mind.
And that location detail, that's where seconds can be saved or lost, isn't it? It has to be precise.
Oh, absolutely. Instead of just saying, I'm in the park, you need to be specific. I'm in Central Park, near the fountain by the East Gate. That kind of specificity, it lets responders find you immediately. No time wasted searching around.
Makes sense. And once that critical info is swapped, there's that reassurance, but also continued guidance.
Right. The operator might say, okay, paramedics are coming. Keep watching him and talk to me if anything changes. Ooh, the real power here is in the directness. You've got these urgency phrases, I need help. Someone has collapsed. Please hurry. He's not responding. And then those strong imperatives, stay calm. Don't move him. Keep watching him. Stay on the line. The amazing thing is how these simple phrases, just delivered clearly, can cut through all that emotional noise and, well, literally save a life.
Okay, so that covers the call for help. But what if you're right there on the scene and you need to maybe direct people around you or even give direct help yourself? Like, say you witness a bike accident. There's a small crowd gathering. What do you actually say to the bystanders?
Yeah, good question. When you're talking to bystanders, you need short, really actionable commands. Things like call an ambulance or ask, does anyone know first aid? Maybe please stay back, give them some space. Or even, is anyone here a doctor? And first aid, just to clarify, that's simply the basic medical help you give before the professionals get there.
Okay, and what if you're the one stepping in? You're giving direct help to the injured person. What are those powerful, immediate commands you'd use?
For the person themselves, you'd use things like lie down or don't move. Maybe breathe slowly, keep your eyes open. And if there's bleeding, a really critical one is hold this cloth, apply pressure.
Yeah.
And apply pressure just means pressing down firmly on the wound to control the bleeding.
Got it. Okay, let's switch gears to another really intense situation.
Yeah.
A fire in your building.
Wow.
What's that call like? And what are the absolutely crucial instructions you might hear?
Right. So the caller might start with, hello, there's a fire in my apartment building. Very direct.
And the operator, again, they need to quickly figure out how serious it is. They need details.
Yeah, they'll ask something like, how big is the fire? The caller might respond, I see smoke. It's coming from the apartment above me. Huh. That kind of detail above me, that's key for the fire department. It tells them where the immediate threat is.
And then come those critical safety commands,
Yeah.
the imperatives,
Yeah.
which are like absolutely non-negotiable, right?
Precisely, yeah. The operator will give really urgent commands, things like leave the building immediately, and crucially, do not use the elevator, take the stairs.
Mm-hmm.
They might also say, knock on doors and tell people to get out, but with a warning, don't go inside the fire. And finally, stay outside and wait for the fire department. Help is on the way. These aren't suggestions, they're commands. Each one is designed to counter a specific danger. Leave immediately gets people out fast. Don't use the elevator. Elevators are traps in fires. Knock on doors warns neighbors. Stay outside keeps you safe until help arrives.
Wow. Okay, this all sounds incredibly practical. But how can you, our listener, actually internalize this language so it's just there when you need it most? What are some good ways to practice?
Practice is definitely key. You can do role-playing, just like we're kind of doing now. Maybe identify, say, 5 to 10 core phrases for urgent situations and really commit those to memory. And pay close attention to that imperative form we keep mentioning. Its directness is what makes it so effective in an emergency. You could also watch videos online, emergency calls with subtitles. That helps you hear the natural rhythm. You could even record yourself saying the phrases, hear how clear you sound.
You've brought up the imperative form quite a bit. Can you quickly break down why it works so well in these really high-stakes moments?
Yeah.
And, how we use it in English. It feels like it just cuts through everything.
It really does. Yeah. The imperative mood, it's incredibly straightforward. You just use the base form of the verb. No to before it. So like call for help, not to call for help.
Right.
And there's no subject stated. You is always implied. So it's just stay calm. For negative commands, you just add don't before the verb. Simple as that. Don't touch him. And to really ramp up the urgency, you can add words like now or immediately, like leave now. And power really isn't its simplicity, its directness, and that's exactly what you need when every single second counts.
That makes total sense. Okay, so we've talked a lot about what to say, but it's just as important to know what not to say, right? What are the critical mistakes people should try to avoid?
Oh, definitely. There are clear pitfalls. First, avoid excessive panic, like screaming or crying so hard the operator can't understand you. Second, don't launch into long, rambling explanations. Keep it short. One clear sentence if you can. Third, don't waste precious time blaming people or arguing about whose fault it is. Just focus on the emergency. And critically, never, ever give vague locations. Always be as specific as you possibly can. Give the exact address or a really clear landmark.
That precision point really keeps coming up, doesn't it? So instead of just, oh, something happened, it needs to be a man has fallen in front of the bank on 5th Street. Why does that level of detail matter so much?
It matters because that specificity tells responders exactly where to go. No delays. And it also gives them a vital heads up. What kind of situation are they walking into? What equipment might they need? Those extra seconds, maybe even minutes, saved by clear information, they can genuinely be the difference between life and death.
Okay, let's put you, our listener, on the spot for a moment. Just quick scenarios. Try to think what you would say. First one, car accident. You're the caller. There's been a car crash on Main Street. 2 people are injured.
Okay, the operator might ask, are they breathing?
You respond, yes, but one of them is bleeding a lot.
And the operator directs, apply pressure to the wound. Don't move them. Help is coming. See? Quick, direct.
All right, scenario 2. A child is choking in a restaurant. You're calling.
You'd say, a child is choking in the restaurant. Urgent.
The operator responds, okay, tell someone to call 911. Turn the child around and give 5 back blows. Is the child coughing?
You might say, no, just gasping.
Operator, keep going. Help is on the way. Again, clear instructions. These really do make you think fast. Have you From your expertise, seeing these communication principles work out in real life, maybe when you weren't officially on duty.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. I remember one time I saw a man faint in a supermarket, just collapsed. My immediate steps were, well, ask someone right there to call for help. Then I checked his breathing myself, kept him lying flat until the paramedics arrived. It wasn't about doing complex medical stuff. It was about clear communication, get help coming, and then just basic calm action. Sometimes, just talking to the person, keeping them calm while you wait for help. That can be the most important thing you do.
That's a really powerful reminder. So, for the average person, like you listening, or me,
Yeah.
people who aren't trained first responders, what's the most impactful thing we can actually do in those moments?
The most impactful thing. Use your phone. Call for help. That's number one. Then listen very carefully to the emergency operator. Follow their instructions exactly. Try not to panic. And critically, don't try to do something dangerous or, way beyond your training. Your calm, clear communication is often your best tool.
Yeah, I remember seeing a cyclist fall once, just tumble off their bike.
Yeah.
I honestly wasn't sure what to do beyond asking, are you okay? And just waiting with them, it felt like.
Yeah.
Not much.
No, that's incredibly helpful. Seriously, just being present, asking if they're okay, staying with them. That provides huge comfort and reassurance. It's all part of that calm, steady communication we're talking about. Just being there can really help.
Okay, listener, time for a quick quiz. Test your skills. I'll give you a situation. You think of what you'd say using those clear, urgent phrases. Ready? Situation one. You see someone having a seizure in the park. What's your immediate command? What do you shout? The correct response would be something like, call an ambulance. Don't hold them down. Clear action, clear instruction. Okay, situation two. There's a fire breaking out in your kitchen. What do you say instantly? Correct response. Get out now. Don't try to put it out yourself. Safety first. Get out. All right, situation three. A woman falls down a long flight of stairs. She's lying at the bottom. What's your immediate response to her? Correct response, something like, stay where you are. Don't move. Help is coming. Reassurance and instruction.
Nice. And just to give you a really concrete takeaway, here's your essential emergency English checklist. Just a few powerful phrases to maybe try and commit to memory. For urgent calls, remember, I need help. Call an ambulance. It's an emergency. Someone has collapsed. On, and please hurry. Those get attention fast. And then those crucial imperatives for giving direction. Stay calm. Don't move. Call 911 now. Keep pressure on the wound. Wait outside and get out of the building.
Yeah.
These are like your verbal tools for creating clarity when everything feels like chaos.
We really hope this deep dive has helped you feel a bit more confident, more prepared for those unexpected moments, not just in terms of the English language maybe, but also understanding the crucial actions you can take.
Yes, exactly. And just remember the core message for you. Stay calm, speak as clearly as you can, and never, ever hesitate to ask for help or offer it. Your words can truly make a massive difference.
If you found this deep dive helpful, please do subscribe and maybe share it with someone you care about. Knowing these phrases, it could actually be life-changing for someone. Okay, before we sign off, here's something to think about from today's deep dive. What one specific imperative or maybe one urgent phrase will you commit to memory right now so it's just there ready to go if the unexpected ever happens in your life? Stay safe.
And stay prepared.